Am I wrong for telling my infertile sister that she isn't in a position to be a mother? 25 female, my sister 28 female, Mary and her husband 30 Jack. I love how they describe people like that. Started trying for a baby 3 years ago. They met with the obstetrician a year ago, who unfortunately informed them that Mary is infertile and her body would never be able to produce or carry a child. This was devastating news for Mary, as she has wanted to be a mother since we were children. Luckily, this has not hurt Mary and Jack's relationship. They begin looking into other options such as surrogacy and adoption. A big obstacle is their finances, though. Mary was able to go to college, our parents helped, and attended, but later decided college wasn't for her and left. Jack didn't have that option and works at a grocery store. Mary is also employed at Wendy's at the moment, but lost several jobs in the past because their annual income is under 40,000 and their housing also isn't stable at the moment. They have been denied by adoption agencies and cannot afford surrogacy. Mary and Jack recently invited me to their home and asked if I would be willing to be a surrogate. They were unable to offer financial aid or even prenatal care and hoped I'd do it as a favor. I should explain that I'm only 100 pounds. When my mother was pregnant, she had hard pregnancies and needed C-sections both times. Her pregnancy with me especially high risk. Doctor did not expect me nor my mother to make it. Luckily, we were okay, but I am scared to experience pregnancy at all, and especially the risk. I am even smaller, frailer than my mother was. I apologized, but told them I wasn't willing to be a surrogate. Jack was clearly disappointed, but told me he understood. Mary became very angry. She started screaming at me, saying that I was only declining because I was jealous and was rubbing it in her face that they didn't make enough money for a professional surrogate. This came out of nowhere to me. She then demanded that I be a good sister and help fund a professional surrogate. My annual income is higher than Jack and Mary's, but I cannot afford a surrogate either. I tried getting Mary to calm down, which she did, but she kept saying I was only refusing out of jealousy, cruelty towards her. I'm so confused. How exactly are you going to ask somebody for help and then tell them that they're jealous of you? I, as kindly yet firmly as possible, told her, Mary, I'm sorry you are unable to carry your child and it's not fair. You are allowed to be upset, but it doesn't mean you can act this way towards me. The fact is that you and Jack need to wait until you are in a financial stable state to have children. You two are not in a position to be parents right now. Emphasis on right now. Mary told me to leave and I obeyed. Family members are for the most part not calling me an a-hole for denying surrogacy, but for telling Mary she isn't in a position to have a child. They said I was digging the knife deeper than it already was, but I never even implied Mary would be a bad parent or Jack. I said they weren't ready now and needed to wait until they were financially in a good place. Am I just insensitive? No, she's definitely not insensitive. Oh, Pete didn't do anything wrong. First of all, it's really sad when people go through infertility, whether it's men or women. Like if you want a child and you can't have it, that's really sad. But on the other side of that, how are you going to ask somebody to risk their life to carry a child for you, and then when they decline, you call them jealous and what do you call it, cruel? Like at the end of the day, having like literally carrying a baby and birthing a baby is risking your life. Women, do y'all know how many women die each year of childbirth complications? And then on top of that, unfortunately, I really do not like it when people act like finances doesn't contribute to raising a child. At the end of the day, it's sad. It is what it is. In the economy, it is like, the economy is bad, we know, but at the end of the day, children need money for you to raise them. They may not need for you to be Bill Gates rich, but they need you to afford the bare minimum necessities. And from the sound of it, Opie's sister doesn't seem like she can afford that right now, or her husband. I don't know. Like, and I know somebody's gonna say, "Well, yeah, you think poor people don't deserve children." I don't think anybody deserves a child just because you think you deserve a. Children are not they're not thing to deserve. They're human beings who have a lot of needs, and if you can't meet those needs, then you simply shouldn't have them. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Am I wrong for bringing up my stepbrother's cheating after he demanded I hug my girlfriend less? My 21 male girlfriend, 24 female, and I had been dating for 2 years. Our love story was pretty simple. My coworker and I were regulars at a restaurant, and she was our server almost every time we went. Basically, my coworker set us up for our first date, and we've been dating since. She's the best thing that happened to me. My stepbrother, 22 male, and his girlfriend, 22 female, love story is a little more complicated. They met in 12th grade, and they dated until they graduated. She caught him cheating on her. and they broke up for a year before she took him back. Like 6 months later, she caught him cheating again and they broke up again for another year. She took him back again and they've been dating for the last year and a bit. Anyway, my girlfriend and I were visiting my dad, stepmom, and stepbrother. His girlfriend was visiting too. My girlfriend and I were sitting on a couch, my dad was on a chair, and my stepmom and stepbrother's girlfriend were on the other couch. My girlfriend was leaning against me and I had my arm around her. My stepbrother came into the room and sat next to his girlfriend, just as my dad commented about us being a happy couple. My girlfriend smiled and agreed as I kissed the top of her head. Oh, that is so cute. A little while, my stepbrother pulled me aside and asked me to stop being so affectionate with her because he's afraid his girlfriend may want more affection. I told him I wasn't being that affectionate. All I did was kiss the top of her head. Then he started demanding I stop being affectionate because he was worried that his girlfriend was going to leave him. Here's where I might be the a-hole. I refused and said, "You should have thought about that before you cheated on her." He got quiet and called me an a-hole before going upstairs. I'm going to add here, this isn't the first time he's brought this up. Just about every time we visit, he has some problem with me hugging and kissing my girlfriend. When I kissed her, it isn't even a long drawn out kiss or anything. It's just a quick peck on her cheek or lips. I've been less affectionate when he's around, but I'm not stopping completely. I feel like OP's stepbrother, he doesn't want him being like all affectionate and sweet and kind because he doesn't want his girlfriend to see like an example of a man being good to his women. Because if she does, then she's gonna start requiring that of him. And clearly, since he's such a fornicator, he's not going to provide that. So it's just projection.